generative AI workflows using AWS step functions and Bedrock AgentCore. Use case. An e-commerce platform needs to automatically analyze incoming product reviews using generative AI. The system identifies review sentiment and checks if customer follow-up is required. Based on this decision, the workflow routes the review to either the customer support queue or publish queue. We design our system using AWS step function that invokes generative AI for reasoning and then routes the review based on whether follow-up is required or not. Looking closer at the architecture, the AgentCore invoke harness node calls the Bedrock agent harness running on the AgentCore runtime platform. This sends the product review alongside our system prompt to the foundation model. Based on the model's reasoning, step function automatically routes the message to either the support or published SQS queue. In AWS console, step functions hit create state machine and provide a name. That will be prod review SM and state machine type standard. Hit continue. Now search for agent and drag the Bedrock AgentCore invoke harness node to the palette. So this will invoke a Bedrock AgentCore harness. In Amazon Bedrock AgentCore under harness, hit quick create harness and provide a harness name. So that will be product review underscore harness. Hit that create button and this may take some time. So let's wait for the operation to be completed. Product review underscore harness successfully created. All right. Now we can see that newly created harness is listed here. So let's select that and we can review some details here. So if you scroll down, you will see endpoints, versions, and under model and system prompt, you will find that the default model that is selected is Claude here, Claude Sonnet. Okay, so let's scroll up, hit the edit button, and under model and system prompt, scroll down. Let's change the model. Hit that edit icon. Okay, under Amazon, we will select Nova Lite. So there it is. Select that, hit apply, and then save harness. Okay, so this has been successfully saved. And you can see that the endpoint is refreshed. There is a new version. Let's do a quick test. Hit that test harness and you can see the model is Nova Lite. Okay, and our prompt is hello, how are you? Okay, and the response has a thinking tag and thank you for asking and so on. Now, if you go to runtime, under runtime resources, you will see a new resource, right? So this runtime resources harness underscore prod review underscore harness. Remember, this is managed by a harness. You can't edit it and it was automatically created. So it has an endpoint and versions. Now let's go to the step function and select the AgentCore invoke harness node. Go to the configuration harness section and select the harness we just created and then scroll down and under messages section, right? So you see a JSON and against that text key, we will provide a JSON selector. Let's do that. And this selects information from the incoming JSON. Right? Okay, we select things like product ID, reviewer name, review title, review body, and so on. Okay, next, let's select a model we want to use. Okay, so here we will locate Nova Lite. So this essentially overrides any model that has been set against the harness itself. Okay, now for the system prompt, You are a product review comments analyst and so on. So the JSON must have exactly two keys: sentiment, positive, neutral or negative, and a follow-up required or not, that is yes or no. We will go to the arguments and output section now, and under arguments you will see a JSON that is already automatically updated, right, as a result of the configuration changes we made. Here under text you can see the JSON selector, and the model ID we want to use is listed, and you should also see the system prompt here, right? So here is the system prompt that we had given earlier. So everything is good here, nothing to do here. Now let's scroll down to the output section and set it up. So here we have under review the incoming review, and under analysis we are selecting the result output. Hit the create button, and now you see confirm role creation. A new execution role named so and so will be created. All required permissions for the action specified in your state machine will be auto generated. So you can review this and confirm. All right. So state machine successfully created and successfully created a new IAM role. Okay, so now we can add a choice node here. From under flow, we will drag that onto the palette. Okay, and after that, let's look for SQS and SQS send message. We'll drop two of them here. One that satisfies the rule and other that would be the default for the choice. All right, now let's rename the state name for the SQS send message to support queue, and the other one we shall call it publish queue. All right, and then select the choice state and edit the choice rule here, and in the condition, our condition is that if follow-up is yes, then the message should go to the support queue. All right, so now we are almost ready. Let's see if we can successfully save this. So there's an error because queue URL is missing. So we go to Amazon SQS, and I have already created two queues here, publish queue and support queue, right? So let's configure them here, right? So for support queue, let's go to the queue URL section and select the support queue URL here. And for publish queue, let's select the publish queue. All right. So I guess now we can successfully save this step function. All right. So confirm the role changes, review it quickly, and confirm. All right. And state machine was successfully updated. Here's an example of incoming product review JSON. It has product ID, reviewer name, title, and body. We will be using it to test our workflow. Time to run this step function. So hit execute. And we must provide input JSON here, so which is essentially the review information. All right, so you have product ID, reviewer name, title of the review, and body, so this is a great product, very useful. So start execution. Okay, and scroll down here and look at the graph view. We have a successful green path here, right? So if you look at invoke harness and look at the output, you can see under analysis, the sentiment is positive. The review was a positive review. with no follow-up required. Follow-up is no. So from choice, this goes to publish queue. So you should have a message that has been sent to the publish queue. So we should check that message in the queue. Let's go to Amazon SQS, refresh this, and against publish queue, you can see one message that is listed. So let's go inside that, hit send receive messages, scroll down, hit poll for messages, and there it is. Select that message and you can see that sentiment positive, follow up no. That's the incoming message. All right. This has successfully executed. Let's go and check agent runtime resource, right? So select that and then come down and you will see under observability, right? Filter that by time and you will see one runtime session. So let's hit the view dashboard on the right, and this takes us to CloudWatch observability, and under model invocations, filter by time and make sure that correct model is selected. You can see input and output token usage information, total tokens, and so on. Scroll down to the invocation count section. So here you can see that count is 1. All right. So this is on expected lines. Again, go up and under Bedrock Agent Core, filter by time, go to the all sessions section. Here, select the session ID. All right, and you can see under traces, there is a trace ID with an input and output. Hit that input and you see the input information. And when you hit output, you have the output. Here's another product review JSON with a question in its body, therefore requiring a follow-up. We will be using this next. Let's run our step function once again. So hit that execute button, and this time we will provide the input JSON with a neutral review. Product is okay, but there is a question. Does it come in blue colored? Okay, start execution, and let's look at the graph view. Okay, so let's follow the green path. So execution is completed, and if you select that AgentCore invoke harness, right? So sentiment is neutral with a follow-up yes, right? So follow-up is required. That means based on choice, the message should go to the support queue. So here under SQS, refresh that. Against support queue, you can find one message. So hit send and receive, poll for messages, and there it is, your message. That's the message, sentiment neutral, follow up yes. Okay, so our step function is running on expected lines. So that was a quick tutorial on generative AI workflows using AWS step functions and Bedrock AgentCore. By pairing deterministic orchestration with GenAI reasoning, you get predictable, auditable control flows, making this pattern suitable for compliance-heavy use cases.